My name is David Frick, and I'm a social studies teacher at West Linn High School. We're located in the Pacific Northwest of West Linn in Oregon. 4 years ago, during my first year as a teacher at West Linn, a group of students showed interest in attending a speech by Bono. I think that they were just blown away by his stage presence. He certainly is a rock star. After seeing Bono speak, the students rallied around the idea of starting a club, and they chose the name GATA, the acronym being Global Awareness Take Action.
Hi, my name is Chelsea Spitzer, and I was the first president of GATA. Bono spoke about fair trade issues and causes in Africa that needed attention toward. He made it more real that life is bigger than just America.
He made the idea of service on a global level tangible, even to a high school student.
It was really, the first thing that really struck me was how many kids my age were there. There was a lot of high school involvement, and seeing other people affect change was something that really inspired me. Also hearing him speak about third world debt and hearing about the atrocities that people are enduring in daily life around the world was a little hard to just sit there and not do anything about. So that's what really inspired me to found GATA and start kids in my community to become aware of these issues and affect change on a personal level. Think global, act local.
When GATA started, we really started with a number of small awareness campaigns that were really designed just to get people to think, and to think about more than themselves, to think about the world around them, to think about how their personal actions had an impact on people around the world. We just showed PowerPoints to classes and to the school about AIDS or about chocolate and fair trade and slavery in cocoa plantations in West Africa. And from there, GATA really exploded.
GATA stands for Global Awareness Take Action. The first part of it was, it's an entirely operative acronym that, global awareness, becoming aware, is a process that takes many people a lifetime. So I thought it was a clever way to get our youth, a really dynamic force of people, to let their voice be heard and take action on the issues that they feel are most pressing in the world. Particularly, I think our freshman year, our major goal was to get some kind of AIDS awareness, especially, and fair trade awareness by selling fair trade chocolate in school, which was a plus.
2 years ago, David Frick approached me and asked if it would be okay if his club, Global Awareness Take Action, if they could begin a sister school relationship between West Linn High School and a secondary school in Kenya. And of course, when he asked me that question, I thought that would be a great idea. But I think I imagined letters being written back and forth or emails and pictures exchanged, and probably never in my wildest imagination could I have dreamed that we would begin a relationship that would bring 5 students, their principal, and one of their teachers from that school here to West Linn High School.
So gentlemen, I think I'll first have to honor and give my thanks to the two or to the concerned parties, because it's a great honor to be chosen a school like this one. Why didn't he go to Nairobi and choose any other school? Why didn't he go to Nakuru and choose any other school? Why come to him? It shows how significant we are to him, how much we hold in his heart. And gentlemen, it shows how much love he holds for us.
GATA got involved in a sister school project when we met Grace Kudo from Kenya.
So we connected West Linn and Namola Secondary School. When both schools were ready, it was just a natural for both schools. So when they took off, it was like lightning. We couldn't stand in the way. It was just like a tornado. The kids took off with their energy, and it was just amazing. They started off with pen pal relationships, and hundreds of letters went back and forth.
It was an amazing opportunity for students at West Linn to hear the life stories and to hear the experiences, and especially the similarities of the human condition, from our very affluent West Linn community to a community that's very different in Kenya.
The students put a lot of energy into fundraising, making students aware of the connections that were available from students in West Linn with this community and culture in Kenya. And that inspired a lot of students to join in. And not all of the students were going to be picked to go on the trip. There were 12 ambassadors from West Linn that were going to be chosen to go. But we had a number of students working on fundraising projects. We had a battle of the bands, we had a plant and tree sale, we sold t-shirts and chocolate and bracelets and all kinds of different things. And ultimately, we ended up raising about $25,000, $15,000 for structural improvements to the school, and $12,000 for this ambassador program.
It was very valuable to hear about how people in other countries perceive us as Americans, and it was also a good opportunity for them to sort of talk to people from another country about how we perceive from our media and from what we hear and are told about people in Africa. What we found was that neither perception was completely accurate, and by having that person-to-person, real-life experience of meeting and sharing ideas and talking about experiences together, that was really, really valuable.
The first component of the exchange that we had planned was to have West Linn students visit Kenya during the summer. And after spending 5 months learning elementary Swahili and getting all of our vaccinations, to go on this trip, we were very disappointed and saddened to learn that because of some ongoing conflict and violence in Kenya, we would be unable to go on the trip. After a couple days, the situation really sunk in for us, but we transitioned really into a number of discussions about how we could turn that difficulty into an opportunity.
The kids, I think, had a lot of resilience. They said, we still have this $12,000. Let's take that and do something positive with it. And really committed to the idea of an academic exchange program. They channeled that money into an ambassador program to receive students from Namwela here at West Linn High School.
All right, guys, the Kenyan exchange students are here. Wow. And as the president of the student body, I'd like to give them a warm, sweet, delicious cookies out of the oven. Welcome. Here's Michael and Bernard to speak.
All right, guys, we just want to really say welcome to these guys. This has been like 3 years in the working, and we're just really happy to have them here and have the opportunity to meet them, have the experience of a cross-cultural exchange. We just really encourage all of you to talk to these guys, get to know them, take advantage of this. This is a huge opportunity for us as a school. Just really happy to have them here. Make them feel at home.
Hi. I'm Geoffrey Amunga. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be in West Linn High School. I'm finding that you are so good, welcoming, and I'm happy about that. I welcome you in Kenya. Hi, hi, hi. I'm Keme Edwin from Kenya. I'm in the 11th grade. We will meet with many of you. I hope you know me. Nice time.
Hi. Okay, I'm Irene Wanyonyi. I'm glad to be here with you. I'm in the 10th grade. I'm 16 years old. And I'm very excited. I don't know how to put it into words, but it's only God who knows inside my heart how happy I am to be with you. You're welcoming. Thank you very much for your appreciation. Okay. Hi guys. I'm
Daisy Nafula from Kenya, and I'm 17 years old in the 11th grade, and I'm actually honored to be here. Okay, in Kenya, the youths are used to greet each other. They say nyaje, and you respond poa. Okay, that's how the youths are used to greet each other. Okay, I can greet you and you respond poa. Nyaje. That's nice. Okay. I'm also the class president in our school, and I find this place to be very good. We are here to teach you about Africa. Particularly, I'm conversant with East Africa, which consists of the 3 countries, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. If you have any question about those countries, I'm here to help you. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Because I am a teacher, I'll not say niaje, I'll say good morning. I am Irene. This is Irene the student. I'm Irene the teacher. I teach in Namuela Secondary School. My voice is not very nice, but I'm happy to be here for the cultural exchange. We want to sing a song to encourage our sister-school relationship. In the song we are saying, let us not give up on each other. That is the message in the song. Let us not give up on each other. We want this relationship to continue for many years. And that would be nice for all of us.
Hakuna atakayezuia baraka zako. Macho yake yanazunguka ulimwengu wote kuonyesha nguvu zake kwa wale wamtumainio. Macho yake yanazunguka ulimwengu wote kuonyesha nguvu zake kwa wale wamtumainio. Usichoke, usichoke, jitie moyo, Bwana anakujali. Wakati wako utakapofika, hakuna atakayezuia baraka zako. Macho yake yanazunguka ulimwengu wote kuonyesha nguvu zake kwa wale wamtumainio. Macho yake yanazunguka ulimwengu wote kuonyesha nguvu zake kwa wale wamtumainio. Thank you.
In Kenya, at the time they were here, it was the hottest season of the year. Here, it is the coldest season of the year. They could not believe how cold this place could be. They've studied about seasons in geography, but you know, they expressed, they said, well, they didn't think that was true, you know. And fortunately, it also snowed while they were here. I cannot even express how how they reacted to that. It was just incredible. They're building a science lab for the kids, you know, at Namuela Secondary School. They're also doing a water project. According to the UN statistics, 80% of the diseases in Africa, or more than 80%, are from water. Last year, the school had to close school because of an outbreak of cholera. Through the fundraising at West Linn, the kids have been able to raise enough money to fund a borehole, for water. What they've done, I don't believe that we adults could have even done in the amount of time that they've done it. Just the energy they bring to each other. The visit from Namuela Secondary School to West Linn was much bigger than we ever anticipated in terms of the experience itself, the way it touched the human hearts in this community, in the West Linn community, the host families, just the way they connected with Africa.
Chakutumaini sina ila damu yake Bwana, sina wema wa kutosha dhambi zangu kuziosha. Kwake Yesu nasimama, ndiye mwamba ni salama. Kwake Yesu nasimama, ndiye mwamba ni salama. Njia yangu iwe ndefu, yeye hunipa wokovu. Mawimbi yakinipiga, nguvu zake ndizo nanga. Kwake Yesu nasimama, ndiye mwamba ni salama. Kwake Yesu nasimama, ndiye mwamba ni salama. Damu yake na sadaka nategemea daima, yote chini ya kisha Mwokozi atanitosha. Kwake Yesu nasimama, ndiye mwamba ni salama. Kwake
Sachi, have you not met Edwin before?
Oh, no, we're BFFs.
You are BFFs?
The courtesy among the people in this country was quite amazing to them. Of course, they came with their own stereotypes, about America. So this really helped them see the humanity in this country. When they sat into a session of Joint Ways and Means Committee of the Legislature of Oregon and saw how issues are debated and saw how issues are decided on and saw how these legislatures respected each other no matter what. Even when they disagreed, they still thanked each other, they still honored each other.
Once the West Linn community really got the great news that they were coming and welcomed them and embraced them, then we found out that the elections over in Kenya were going really, really poorly. And then you ask this basic question, well, what are we going to do? We didn't want to let them go back. Ultimately, obviously, it's the best interest. They want to go home. They want to meet their family. They want to make sure their family is safe. And we have good news in that we've been able to communicate with all of them, and we know that they're back. We know that they've made it back to Tuele and Namuela, and even that school is starting up. But there is a great uncertainty in terms of what the future of Kenya is going to look like. In my estimation, that just makes the Sister School project even more valuable, in as much that we can do what we can to support our new friends at the Sister School.
When I came here, I visited the Nike campus and I learned that one can have very many job opportunities globally. Like now I've changed my mind from to being a journalist to a chief executive officer, CEO. Yeah.
It's really not just about projects or activities. It has really been a human experience for the students.
This year I had the incredible privilege and opportunity to host Kemi Edwin from Kenya, and he stayed with me at my home for about 5 to 6 weeks, and it was a really incredible experience.
I'm just amazed at the maturity of these kids in what they bring to the table for GATA. And so I'm very hopeful that they'll be able to pass this inspiration on to to other students.
Some of the things, probably the most important things that I learned through this experience was just the vast amount of similarities that different countries and people from all around the world, we all share the same sort of deep humanity that you can just, throw two people in a room and they can never, they might never have known each other before, might speak different languages, but there's some similarities there that are on a really deep human level that is really incredible to see.
Part of my goal and the club, GATA, and David Frick, the sponsor, the advisor of that club, really want to get the message out to other schools and districts that you can do this. It isn't an insurmountable task, although there is a lot to do to make this happen. It is the most worthwhile thing that you can have your school and your school community be involved in.
I want especially to give a special dedication to West Linn High School. You are a school with a difference. We have many public schools, but there's something special in that school. That desire, that interest among the teachers, the administration, and the students to reach out to the rest of humanity and in every possible way to assist one another and to create an opportunity to learn from one another is what's gone down in the history books.
One of the really exciting benefits of the exchange program is that it has given West Linn students the opportunity to really experience other people, and it makes the world and the conditions of other people around the world so much more tangible when they can just sit down one-on-one and have a conversation. We really believe as GATA that change is enacted at a personal level, and it's people sitting down and talking together that has the greatest impact to change the world.
Hakuna atakayezuia baraka zako, macho yake yanazunguka ulimwengu wote, kuonyesha nguvu zake kwa wale wamtumainio. Macho yake yanazunguka ulimwengu wote, kuonyesha nguvu zake kwa wale wamtumainio.